right. All right. It's your boy Lou, sitting in the back of the room, doing this early tonight. This is earlier than I usually do this. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. My bad, Thursday. Last day of the month. Getting ready to be April. Kind of excited about that. 4 months flew by. It's like 85 degrees outside. Feels great. Feels kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie, I've been waiting for this episode. I've been waiting to sit down with these fellas. I got a bunch of people in the room tonight. I got Zerk sitting right next to me.
Hey, what's up? It's Zerk.
Hey, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Instagram, Zerktronic, and pretty much anything Zerktronic. I got a link tree in the bio, so just hit that up.
Did you just say link in bio?
Lincoln lawyer.
And sitting next to Zerk, we got Smitty.
Yeah, long time no see. I've been on the back end putting it together, but it does feel good to be back and man, see everybody vibing, man. See everybody doing their thing.
We haven't seen you in like 20 episodes.
Yeah, for real, since I was on the first. Yeah. 23, 24 episodes.
And sitting next to Smitty is Raul.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
If they want to get a hold of you, if they want to hear what you're doing, he's a stand-up comedian from San Antonio. Very funny guy.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Shout out the YouTube page, bro.
Yeah, it's just Raul Sanchez comedy. Just if you type that in YouTube, you'll see a bunch of all my stuff.
And we got a story about an imposter in a bit.
Oh yeah, man. I want to talk about that too. Thorn I can't get out of my paw.
And sitting next to Raul is Juan. What's good,
what's
Juan?
Up, man? Juan Hines from Tourist Spikes. I think Instagram, they want to find it. On Instagram is @tourist, TURIS bikes.
Hey, and those that little bike, it'll take you places.
Yeah,
it'll take you
electric
places.
bike rental.
Yeah, man, it's quick. It's quick.
Yeah.
All right, and sitting next to Juan is Hector. What up, Hector?
What's up, man? This is Hector. You can find me on Instagram at 412threads, @412threads, and you can go to the website www.412threads.com.
So that's the company right there?
Yes, sir.
And what do you do?
We do, man, basically we help families that have been affected by mass incarceration.
So what's that mean? Dumb it down.
If you have somebody that's incarcerated, if you've been incarcerated, if you're praying for somebody incarcerated, or you just want to get them connected to somebody that could help them build their life, or just, basically spend time with them or write to them and everything. Like, there's so much stuff that we do.
Hey, incarceration and life after incarceration is real. Like, it's hard.
Sure. For sure.
So that's cool. You're trying to help some people out.
Yeah. Because I needed the help when I got out.
Oh, yeah?
So it's important that you get connected with the right people when you come out. Because if you don't, the statistics are very high for somebody to relapse or go into the same lifestyle that they chose to before they did get incarcerated.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard not to jump back into old bad habits.
Sure. I still got a lot.
So it's cool. I don't know Raul. I don't know Juan. I don't know Hector. Thank you for sitting with me today. That's what's up. I found out a little bit about you, Raul. You're a funny ass dude.
Oh, thanks, dude. I
was following your page. I was cracking up on some of your stand up and everything.
Yeah, man. I have a bunch of stuff that's just free up on YouTube for people to see, and I think I can say with confidence a lot of people dig it.
I mean, it's funny as hell, bro.
Million plus views on some of those.
Yeah. So that's been nice. That's what basically keeps me going. Being technically like an underground, quote unquote, underground comedian, I guess. Like basically the funniest broke motherfucker you've ever.
Hey. Yo, I'm all about the underdogs, bro. I'm an underdog myself, bro. So I know how it is.
No, for sure, man. But it's fun, it's I don't know. I guess like some people are just supposed to do stuff. You know, like I think earlier I was talking to somebody. I was talking about getting addicted to the money. And I never I never felt that ever in my head. I always feel like I just don't want people to tell me what to do.
Ooh, like I feel that. I feel that in my soul.
If I gotta eat ramen for the next decade, I'm good with that. That's the only thing. Just don't tell me. I don't want to wake up at a certain time. I don't want to show up at your place and do the thing that you want me to do to make your shit fucking awesome. It's like I'd rather be miserable and poor than have some shit and help you out.
Is that why we were here at 6 o'clock?
They told him 5.
You know me. I asked for 9.
Yeah. I'm still gonna be late though, but
no, hell yeah, I appreciate you. Good. Like it was.
No, for sure, man. No,
I fuck with you, bro. Like your shit's funny as fuck.
I appreciate
like,
yeah, thanks, man.
It's good to put like a name to the face. It was good to hear your routines, you know, things like that. When you doing anything live again?
I have a monthly show at the Laugh Out Loud here in San Antonio.
Over by North Star?
Yeah, right by the Alamo Draft House. That's on by North Star, right next to it, right next door to it. The Laugh Out Loud. Okay, cool. Every month we do a Wednesday show. We do it in the front room. It's pretty cool. It's like
there's more than one room.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the front room is where they usually do like the open mic,
where the bars are.
And then
that's the room with the bar.
Yeah.
I've only been there for like
for big events.
I saw Jeremy Piven there, and I saw.
Jeremy
Piven made fun of me and gave me an ugly look. I was so mad.
Were you sitting at the front?
No, I was sitting in the back, but I paid for the meet and greet.
Oh shit.
So like I shook his hand.
You paid for that beating?
Yeah. I paid for him to give me a dirty look.
You paid for him to roast you, basically.
Yeah, he gave me this the ugliest look, and I was just like, whatever, tiny dancer. And, like, I walked away, and I made friends with one of the opening acts, Tony Casillas. Like,
shoot, yeah.
I met Tony, dude, and I was just like, yo, like, come through my work. I'll throw you a hat, bro. Just come through, come pick it out. So he came through my work. He gave me a hat. He said he was gonna be on my podcast, but he's been ducking me about it. I need to bug him more, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
But what got you into comedy? How'd you get into comedy?
I don't know. It's just by pure chance, man. Getting out of. Well, I was in the army for 4 years, and then after I got out, I really didn't know what to do with myself, with my life, and just driving around, just fucking not knowing what what should I do? Like just feeling pretty like depressed and sad. And then I saw it was a sign for the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't even know they had a comedy club here in San Antonio. I was like, I guess I could use a laugh right now, feeling a little down. And I went there and I sat, and it was an open mic night, and I just sat in the back of the room, just started ordering drinks, and I just fucking loved it. Like I love like people going up. Some people being really good and really funny, seeing people fail and just flat on their faces and just feeling like embarrassed for them. And somehow about myself too. It was weird. And then eventually like thinking like, oh my God, I want to do this. Like this looks like it's really fun. And then I was like, I'm going to come back next Tuesday. So for like a whole week, I just started writing a bunch of stuff. And then the next Tuesday I came back and I did it for the first time. And that first sound of people, it's like a pop of people laughing in unison at once in a room when there's like 40, 50 people. Even a small enough room, that sounds like 300, and like saying something so stupid, and then everybody going, wow! It hits you in your chest, man. It's like an actual drug that you feel going through you, where after I get out off the stage, I have to go outside and smoke a cigarette to like calm myself down, because I have like a real big fucking high.
So you get the high off the crowd?
Yeah, off the crowd laughing. Yeah.
Sick.
And that was 2010, and I've been doing it ever since.
So what you said it was a monthly at Laugh Out Loud?
Yeah, I do monthly. It's
like what part of the month?
It's usually in the middle of the month. Like the next one's gonna be on the 13th of April, and it's usually in the middle of the month. Sometimes it changes because
A touring act will come through.
a touring act, like a big name touring act. So they're like, hey, bro, we gotta use this date. And it's like, it's cool, and they'll move it around. But it's called Revolver. So if you go to the Laugh Out Loud website and you go to their calendar for all the shows that they have, there'll be one that usually be on a Wednesday, and it's called Revolver. And that's it's a show that I run where I basically just host the show. I go up top, I do like 10, 15 minutes of material just to like get the crowd going.
Yeah.
And then I bring up like 4 comics from around the South Texas or Texas area that I like, that I think are funny. And I just bring them up into the crowd and just, show this. Because when I was coming up, I used to like that when there was a cool show and somebody would be like, hey, man, this young guy is coming up, man. Wait till you guys see him. He's gonna be going places and all this stuff, So I like that feeling of like seeing somebody younger than me, like starting off and like, oh shoot, I can introduce this kid to all these people.
So you like dropping new shit?
Yeah, like
Co-signing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. I like new dudes, or even older guys that don't get that. Right, yeah.
It's not that kind of podcast. My bad, just fucking with you.
No, yeah. I fuck, man, in between the shows, and that's usually how I choose them. It's a very strict regimen.
So what, you said like the 13th?
Yeah, the 13th. It's usually on the middle of the.
Man, if I'm not working, I want to go peep that. Like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't know that was going on, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's just I've just started doing it last month. I mean, basically during the pandemic. So just now recently we started getting more people that are like returning.
Because I know the comedy scene in Austin's starting to like thrive a little bit more since Rogan came into town or whatever.
Yeah, it's getting pretty wild out there,
Like
man.
I went out there and I caught him like, what was it, like a month or two ago, before New Year's. Yeah, it was before New Year's. Well, maybe a little longer than I thought.
Like a show?
Yeah. And
you saw Rogan?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And like my homegirl got me in. Shout out Aaron. I guess she knew the dude throwing the show or whatever. I don't know. All I know is I was like this far away from Rogan. I high-fived him. And the whole time I kept thinking like, man, I wonder if this guy goes to HEB. I wonder if he likes HEB. You know what I'm saying? Because I love HEB.
He goes
La
Michoacana. You walk into La Michoacana in Austin?
No, in Austin they got the La Fiesta, the nice one though, not the one you're like. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has like a toucan logo. Yeah. It's not like the La Fiesta like that we had here, that we used to have down the block. Yeah. But yeah, I just kept thinking like, damn, I wonder if this fool goes to HEB. Like,
does he respect our culture? HEB. And other local things that we do here. Has he assimilated?
Exactly. Just wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You better go La Michoacana. Fuck that.
Like if I got asked him a question, I think I'd ask her like, "Yo, you gone to HEB yet?"
Yeah. Have you gone to La Fiesta?
Or does he go? Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, that Whole Foods in Austin's pretty dope.
Of course, man. That's like the Mecca. That's where
That's like the hub. Yeah. I used to live in Austin like when like Katrina hit, so a long time ago.
Yeah.
And like I worked for this inventory company, and we would count Whole Foods once a month. So I was in there once a month. Damn, that food was good. I like all the little snacks.
Nah, man. We were just talking about this. Like, I fucking anything that's not San Antonio, I don't fuck with, and especially Austin. Especially Austin. I don't want to hear that the tacos are good. I don't want to hear none of that.
Bro, they're not.
Blind rate.
Austin, come see me, Austin. Pull up.
So what's up, Juan? What's up with these bikes that you got?
Man, we're doing it, man. We're just doing it. We're trying to make it happen. You know,
Hold up. You are not trying. You are making it happen. All right.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I shouldn't say it that way, but
I mean, because what is it? My man Yoda says, "Do or do not. There is no try."
that's right. I fucking agree with
doing
that.
it, bro. That's what's
We're
up.
doing it. We're doing it. Yeah.
I just rode that hoe. It was fast as fuck.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was yeah. That's exactly what I felt when I got it. I saw it on I think online somewhere, and I was like, man, I'm gonna fucking buy one of these because we were all trapped inside, and that was the only way to get out. And then I bought one, and then my wife wanted one. And so I was like, let's go. And then we had them, and we were having a bunch of fun. And then somebody I know started hitting me up, going on dates with them. They're like, bikes. Yo, let me borrow them, man. I'm gonna take on dates.
With the bikes.
Yeah, the bikes.
So what would they just ride two to a bike or what?
Well, because I had the white one and the pink one.
Oh, you got a pink one?
My wife's got a pink one, a pink e-bike. And then I would just ride them, and I was just like, yo, just take them out, whatever, cruise out, kind of just like mental, like you can't really think much when you're on a bike because you got to see where you're going. And
yeah, you got to ride.
Yeah, it calms your brain a little bit, right? So for anxiety and stuff. So I was like, man, this is a good way to get out. And
man, you making me want to go ride the Harley again.
Oh, you got a Harley?
I ride a Harley. Yeah. I ride with my pops.
Oh, that's
like
badass,
now we just go like out to Bandera, Texas. Like I don't like riding. I ain't getting on 410 on that hoe. Like too many people Facebooking and driving at the same time. It's scary.
Yeah, it's real.
But man, I forgot how like how relaxing it is. Like not having like not putting headphones in, just putting your helmet on and going. Like yeah,
there's something about it. And when I was little, we were just like on the west side, we were just cruising the bikes. I would just cruising the bikes everywhere. And that was your ticket of freedom. Was like, hey, you had a bike. Oh, let me use your bike real quick. Oh, my bike got jacked or whatever. It got stolen. And then when I had, when I could buy a bike, I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this electric one. I want to just cruise downtown. And bro, bikers took over during the pandemic. Downtown, bro, it was shut down. It was just nothing but bikers everywhere because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
And so, man, I would just cruise. I had my speaker on. I would just cruise. And then my wife got one. We started taking the family out. I had the trailer. The kid trailer out there. So we're cruising around the Super 73 with the kid trailer. And, man, I just said, like, yo, this will be fun. I want other people to try this out, like, to see if they want to do it. And so we talked about it, and we're making it happen now. So in April, that's when we drop. April,
what is it? Is it a service or
Yeah, so basically you go to touristbikes.com, you can pick a package. And then you'll just like say, hey, I want to tour all the breweries in Southtown, or I want to tour all the. I want to go see. If you're coming.
So it's not just a bike. It's a tour. It's a tour. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they can grab the bike and they can zip around downtown. I have to pay for parking. Parking's expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's geared more toward people that are coming into San Antonio. So that's the other thing is like. We have an Airbnb, and our Airbnb gets booked all the time with people that are military. So you got military families coming every week.
So then you can not only just like, you can just pitch the bikes to the people at the Airbnb.
Yeah. So we do that. We list on Airbnb. We list on Travel Advisors. There's a whole bunch of other.
Where's the Airbnb at? You want to put it out there like that?
It's north. What is it? Northwest, far northwest. Let me just
far northwest. Hey, I went to Taft.
Alamo Ranch.
I went to Taft. All right, like
okay, that's right there, right?
Yeah. I went to Taft. Graduated 01. Like back then, there was shit out there. Yeah. Now everything in the fucking world's out there. It's nuts,
dude. It's like a whole. Even when I was there for a few years, and dude, they literally put everything up. There was nothing out there. Next thing I know, there's all kinds of like HEBs and it's blowing up.
Stuff. All kinds of stuff. Up. Yeah. There's that movie theater's impressive out there. That Chiba Hut's dope. Have you fucked with the Chiba Hut?
I haven't.
What Chiba Hut. It's every sandwich is named after a strain of weed.
What? I never heard of it.
It's over there. Is it by?
It's in. You pass like Casablanca. You keep going like maybe 4 exits. There's a huge KFC sign. Biggest Colonel I've seen in my life. Wow. And then there's a Chiba Hut. They have them in Denver. I ate them at Denver.
That's crazy.
When I was eating meat, I used to love that White Widow. That shit was real good. That chicken.
You think
ranch.
they'll ever make weed legal here in Texas?
I mean, when the money's right for the right people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's funny you bring it up because like I got some homies that are vets and they get legal weed.
Yeah, didn't they just do like a medical thing for vets?
And really? I've been trying to get my dad on it, and my dad was like, "No, they'll put me on the list." And like in my head, I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What list are you talking about?"
Get that nice, man. What
it's like you're 65. Like, what do you got to worry about? Like, come on, like, get this legal weed, bro. Like, what list are you talking about?
So they're doing it just for military people right now?
Ruby Red.
I don't know if it's military or what, but I know if you know the right lawyer and the right doctor, like
You get a pass.
yeah.
No. I think I could have sworn I read an article off the VA that said that they I think they just put in a law where you can get. I mean, I guess the places are not like readily available. It's like a corner store or anything. But
Yeah, it's not like
veterans can get.
it's not like
weed.
you can go and pick out what strain you want. They already have it prepackaged for you, just like here.
It's like what
Yeah.
is it, the food, the military food that you guys eat?
Yeah, it's a
Like the
MREs.
MREs.
A kilo of MRE.
I know they have like gummies and like flour available. Yo, and I hate calling weed flour.
Yo, I got that flour, home. Dude, they used to say that shit in Brooklyn all the time.
Oh, really?
Yo, baby, I got that flour, man. Come through. I was like, oh, of course, bro. Mandatory. I'm already in the subway.
I'm on my way.
So Hector, one more time. What was the brand called?
412 threads. 412 threads.
412 threads.
Yeah,
Am I-
412, 42, whatever. As long as whatever, however you want to pronounce it. 412 stands for a Bible verse. 1 Timothy 4:12. One of the hardest things that I struggled with was insecurities, man, coming home. So like in the sense of money, you know, man, I rented party buses, rented out movie theaters, put billboards up, bought cars, jewelry, all for the wrong reasons. So one of the insecurities that I had when I was coming home was like, man, what are they gonna think of me? You know what I mean? I don't have no money. All my homies that were my homies never wrote me, didn't put no money in my books. There's only one homie that answered when I called, you know? And so there's a Bible verse that I remember when I was going to church when I was younger, when I was in the back of the church tagging my name on there. I would tag my name on there, yeah. I would tag my name on there, and then they would come looking for me. My dad be like, what'd you do? I'm like, I don't know, Dad, ¿qué pasó? My fingers are all red. My name's in the back. And
red-handed.
there was a Bible verse, 1 Timothy 4:12 says, do not let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in life, love, speech, and purity. I'm pretty sure that's the first Bible verse on this podcast, but shout out to that.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, but really, it just helped me, man. When I was incarcerated, I felt like, man, I have to use this time wisely, because of my incarceration, I affected my kids and my family and my loved ones. So, man, I had to come out with a plan. And I had my brother, I shot him some ideas and stuff, and he's like, man, I'm going to help you, but he really didn't take me serious, I guess, because, like, I mean, I said a lot of stuff, and I did the opposite. So when I came home, I started 412 Threads, and just a way to make money and a way to give back, I did a lot of stuff that really, tore down my community, I guess, if you want to call it like that.
Hey, well, it's dope you could step up and actually, like, admit that. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
I know a bunch of people are in denial about shit like that. Like, so that's dope you can
For sure.
accept it.
Yeah.
But no, man, I know what you mean. Like, it's hard coming out of a situation like that where, like, you have this talent of just knowing so many people and getting rid of something.
For sure. Yeah.
And then you can't.
Yeah. I think, one thing that I heard is that, like, these ex-drug dealers or felons make the best sales reps. Like, I don't know. I just heard it a lot. I work with some of the guys. Now I do a different.
I mean, if they're given the chance, I'm pretty sure.
Right. And it's man, I think our drive to, want and get to where we have to go, in the sense of, like, I work in sales. So it's just, I'm motivated and
I think it's risk.
money. Yeah.
It's
Any
risk.
good business person, I can tell you because I work with a lot of really great, successful business people. It's about risk. Yeah. It's risk tolerance.
All I know is that tax-free money hits different.
For real.
Well,
That's no
why do you
lie.
think they're always looking for ways to?
That's no lie.
Hey, what do you think is the difference between somebody that gets out and goes, I'm out, so fuck it, let's go back to doing what I do, and the person that goes, damn, man, I fucked up. I gotta get myself right. I gotta do the right thing. I gotta get my life back together.
Man.
Like, what's the difference between that guy and the guy that goes, I'm out, y'all should have never let me out because I'm gonna go right back to what I do.
Man.
That person who's just got out getting ready to get back into dirt is going to get right back in.
For sure. I think
You're saying that whoever, like, it is what it is. Like that person's gonna go back. There's no mental
I mean,
shift.
if you go back to the life, if you jump back into some shit that already got like, raise a snake, expect to get bit. You know what I mean? Like if you get bit by the life once, what makes you like think you're gonna be able to get away with it again?
And I think that going to federal prison is like, man, it's crazy. Because you go to federal prison, and I know everybody that I know that's been to federal prison, they come out with more plugs than they did when in.
I'm pretty sure.
And it's crazy because you meet
Because you're living with these people.
Yeah, not only that, I was in there with like Sam Hurd, the ex Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah.
I was in there with Sam Hurd. I was the same prison that I was in.
I remember one time I went to go see him.
He was in
and
there.
he's like, "Hey, fool, you want a picture or what? Like, tell me. We'll put some money in that dude's picture. Take a picture with Sam Hurd."
That was his hustle?
I'm good.
Nah, he was
Or he was just a homie?
Bro, the stories in there are crazy. But he was in charge of the athletic department.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they put his talents to use.
So he would always come to my cell because I would eat pretty good, bro. Like I mean, pause. Nah, but we would make.
It's not that kind of podcast, bro.
So every Friday they
I feel like you say that every podcast, bro.
every Friday they have this movie night in the feds where I was at. They play a movie throughout the whole compound. And everybody at Friday at 7 p.m. they sit at the TV room, right? And there's different spots. Like there's a spot, bro, and you know that if you're not affiliated or you don't, that's not your spot, you better move. And there was TV rooms and stuff. So he would always come to the cell, and where I was at, there was a lot of Mexicans, and he would come and he's like, "Hey, bro, I know you. Like, what's up, man? I'm trying to get something for the movie tonight." And I'm like, "What do you want?" He's like, "Man, is there tacos or burritos or what?" I'm like, "Man, we only got tacos." He's like, "Bro, give me some tacos." So he would always come to the cell, man, to get the tacos, because I would already buy them beforehand, or I would get the meat from the kitchen. Like I would get the guys to steal the meat from the kitchen and put it and cook it in our cell, in our plancha. I had a plancha in my cell, so. It was cool, man. I got to meet him.
You were the taco king?
Nah. I would just buy so that way I could, share. And some of the guys that didn't have food, I would break them off, man.
Yeah.
So it was cool. But El Tigre del Norte, they would call him Tigre. His son was there too.
Like
his
the
son.
band?
No,
The
his
guy's
son.
the real guy?
No. So El Tigre del Norte, right? The actual
band.
player, yeah.
The actual
Right.
band
His
member.
son was in
Right, that's
where
what.
I was
Oh
at.
shit! What?
Yeah, too. And then actually the pilot was already,
How dare
I think
you.
he was doing like 40 years.
Hold
But
on, what pilot?
the pilot from
Spoil the name.
What pilot? What are you talking about?
there's a pilot that was what's that with Johnny Depp, that movie Blow.
Oh yeah,
So the actual
That
pilot,
one dude?
the old man, the
The
actual
actual
pilot,
pilot
yeah,
guy.
he was the actual guy was incarcerated there too. So that was crazy too. And then I got to meet a lot of people, bro. A lot of
How
people.
many times did you have to say con todo respeto?
Con todo respeto. Nah, it don't work. It don't work. That's a lot different, bro.
Con todo respeto, you tip his
That's
hat.
it. It's a lot
con todo
different. A lot of
respeto.
Hey,
politics.
con respeto, ahí te va. A little extra, bro.
Yeah, man, but it was.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, I would. Man, it was an experience. I don't want to go back, right?
Hell
but I mean,
nah.
it was, man. I learned a lot. I made some good friends. So there's people that I've met out here that I knew in the feds, and they got their own businesses now. They're doing good.
They're thriving. They're doing
for
well.
sure.
That's
Yeah,
what's
for
up.
sure.
Big ups
For
to
sure,
them.
man. Yeah. Shout out to Robert if he's listening, man. He's got an electric company, and he's doing pretty good.
How long did you sit down, if I can ask?
About 2.5 years.
Okay.
So a little bit more. I was in the residential drug abuse program, so it's the RDAB. So if anybody in the feds know, if you do the RDAB, it cuts about 1.5 years off your time.
There you go, school.
So it
Let them
was-
know what to do.
It was
Like,
good, and then I learned a lot of
What does
stuff.
that entail? What
Residential drug abuse program, just ways to think, man. I think that for us, anxiety, stress, depression, it changes the way you think. It gives you like these
changes the way you live.
Bro, you actually go to class. Like, you wake up, you go to class, you got this little... It was crazy, man. It was a whole different experience. I was thinking, the state experience where you go to state and you go, you got to box it out. You're in the cell. They don't do anything. But the feds was different. They got a gym. They got pools, pool tables. They got all kinds of stuff. But then if you don't, if there's some beef, you're going to get hit with the pool ball. Like, this is just crazy.
You can get fucked up.
And then there's politics, man. It's just a whole different experience. It's not like the state where there's a lot of rascals here in the feds, man. If they want to touch you, they're gonna touch you, and people are gonna know, and people are gonna move out of the way. So it was crazy, man. It was a lot of stuff that I got to see that really, really opened my eyes and really helped me stay on task, for what I had up ahead.
Well, shit, you made it. That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't get hit with a bull ball.
There you go, man. You didn't get fucked up. That's what's up.
For sure.
Dude, when you get incarcerated and you come out of that, like, what's the first thing that you feel like doing?
Man, it's probably shouldn't. Yeah, I should probably say this, but yeah, go.
Besides the obvious.
Man, just
Did
seriously.
we buy a Whataburger?
Yeah, I sat down. I ate Whataburger with my brother and one of the pastors, and I got my first cell phone too that day. I had my cell phone already, and man, I got.
So this was a couple years ago then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to get my cell phone.
Pussy, Whataburger.
Cell phone. It's cell phone. So yeah, man, it was good.
Hey Raul,
I see my kids too.
I want to play a little clip of your comedy. Like, where should direct me, bro? Like, show me what I should do.
What do you mean? Don't show anything if you don't have it prepared. Hey man, real quick, act on the spot. No, I don't fucking.
All right.
I fucking hate.
Can I pick one?
I hate.
Yeah,
listening
man,
to
that'd be
my-
great too.
Let me pick one.
I
Let me
hate
pick one.
listening to myself.
Fucking Raul.
For real, you hate
Raul was-
listening to yourself.
Raul was the most modest person
For real.
in the world, bro.
Well,
You're
Raul
the
needs to be
one modest
Raul needs
person,
to be shouting himself out more.
But,
He's
bro,
a funny ass dude, bro.
He's like the most anti this
you,
era.
You sent me this morning when I was bugging you about it, and like everything you sent me, I heard, and then I subscribed to the channel because I was like, man, this dude's funny as fuck. How come I haven't heard of this dude before?
I'm telling you, bro.
Because I do shit like this.
Yes, because you're like.
That's why nobody's heard of me. Cause
Hey,
I'm
but
like,
Raul,
I
you
prefer
really
that,
are
bro.
funny, bro. Like I
I
fuck with you.
appreciate it,
I really
man.
do
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to see you live.
No,
Like
thanks,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
figure it
appreciate
out. I'm gonna ask off on one of those Wednesdays or whatever.
Yeah, no. I think either later this summer or late in the year, I'm gonna do another like week of shows at the comedy club.
Uh-huh.
But I just want to build a lot more material that's not out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So people that come see it don't see the same shit.
This is kind of relevant. I felt like.
Damn ads. Stop.
So
More man, you got ads before it, so you be doing it, bro.
Be doing it, bro.
You be doing it if you got ads like that before.
27,000 subscribers. Let them know. We're going to get to the imposter in a second.
We're gonna get to it. I forgot about that motherfucker.
We're warming up to it.
Hold
Hold on.
New York, when you first get there, trying to find the right barber shop. They have so many of them, and they all have different styles and shit. Yeah, I went to
What a
one.
fucking dude.
First one that I went to, right?
Oh my
I
god.
get there, and the guy finished. I'm not paying attention.
But if he was
finishes
here, I'd
cutting
be
my hair.
like,
"What do you think, man?"
"Sir,
And
that
I
was
look up, and I'm
not
like, "Oh,
kind."
that looks pretty cool."
Well,
You know what the? This motherfucker gave me pointy sideburns. I was like, I can't pull this off, dude. He was like, why not? I was like, because I've never gotten a teenager pregnant. That's what pointy sideburns says about you, by the way. It says two things. It says, I've gotten a teenager pregnant, and I'll do it again if I have to. And to this other guy, I was like, you just give me a high fade. And just so you know, my part starts here. He's like, gotcha. All the way up to the part. I was like, I said a high fade, not the Hitler Youth, you fucking asshole. That's why it's called a part. Because there's two parts that are apart. The little part and the big part. What you doing, man? This other one, that one was my fault. I got high before I went there. Yeah, I just didn't pay attention. You know, guy gave me an edge up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys know what that is? When they edge up your hair, your hairline, they box it with the clippers like that. That looks great on black dudes. On Mexicans, shit looks goofy as fuck, dude. You put the mirror in front of you, like, what do you think? I was like, I think I look like from the future. And I mean that in the most negative way possible.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you know, love is crazy.
Crazy there too, like legit. You know, in the subway, there's people like, "And the days is coming. Fucking aliens are gonna destroy us."
Oh my god, bro. I want to end it on that note because so I work at the mall, right? I work at Ingram. So I'm at Ingram one day, chilling, bored as fuck. This guy walks into my store and he's just like, "Hey, have you got the COVID vaccine?" I was just like, he was like, "Have you accepted Jesus Christ in your life?" And I lift my arm up. I got Jesus tatted on my arm. I mean, this guy right here? So JC's my homeboy. What's up? He's all, "Jesus Christ is not a homeboy." And I was just like, yo, my entity is my entity, bro.
Which, yeah, that's wrong. He is a homeboy.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
By definition.
That's my boy. Like,
He's always a homeboy.
and then he told me, no, I remember it was just like, if you get the COVID vaccine, you will go to hell. I'm sitting there like, all right, I'm not planning on getting vaxxed. I'm still not vaxxed.
Oh, he's throwed. Like,
I'm still not vaxxed. Oh well. Oh well.
Yeah.
I worked at the mall
taking
during.
chances.
I worked at the mall during the whole thing, and I never got sick. I'm good. I'm good.
it'll be fine, dude.
Yo, I've never talked about. I don't think I've ever talked about how I'm not vaxxed on here.
I don't think so.
Everyone's gonna hate me now. Everyone's gonna be like,
Why would they?
Why not?
"You're spreading it. You got the germs."
Yeah, my girlfriend gave me COVID. She was vaccinated too.
Yeah.
And I hit her so hard after.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. Give me COVID.
Isn't it crazy how no one's talking about it anymore? Everyone's
No, it's not crazy.
Everyone's talking about Ukraine. Now they're talking about the slap.
Oh my god.
And
Bro,
Zerk's talking to his Graham.
I mean, this to be fair, the slap was here in America. Ukraine is like on the other side of the world.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's more immediate, and it affects me,
Bro.
right, guys?
Yeah.
But bro, you know what I was loving about watching the Ukraine war? I loved watching like those Ukrainian people stealing Russian like tanks. Like that shit was dope. They just hook into their tractor and be like, this is mine. I'm gonna figure it out."
Charging their iPhone on.
Do you imagine if somebody invaded America?
Who?
No, but like say
Canada.
somebody was stupid enough to
What,
do it.
like Red Dawn style? You ever seen Red Dawn?
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
You know what I'm
You
talking
never
about?
seen
You know what I'm
Red
talking
Dawn?
about?
How dare you?
Wolverines.
Yeah, that was
Wolverines.
so corny, but it was a good movie though.
Did you see the new one?
No,
There's
I
an
thought,
updated-
I thought the corn would be too much. But was it good? Like, are you saying
It was just like you know how sometimes you just watch something just like
Did
just
it
to
pay
pass the time?
Did it pay homage or was it like
it was just
didn't
as
live
corny,
up?
bro. But instead of the Russians coming, it was like the Koreans invaded.
The fuck?
You ever seen Red Dawn, Zerk?
Red Dawn. Was there a remake of it?
Yes, that's what I was just telling you about.
2012, right? 2012.
Yeah,
when they
Something like
remade-
that.
I hated it.
That's one of my go-tos to throw on when I'm at work.
But you know what? Someone told me to watch Total Recall. And
The
I
new one?
No. Well, I watched the new one later, but they
with
told
the
me to watch.
with the three titty lady.
Yeah, well, they told me to watch the first
The
one.
Arnold one.
Yeah. And I was like, this sucks.
What?
Like, yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know.
But you
Wait,
ain't 30 yet.
no, wait.
Exactly.
So
I didn't grow up in that shit.
Oh
so I
wait,
ain't,
you're not 30 yet?
No, I'm 28.
Oh, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, of course.
But when I saw it, I was
Yeah.
like, this. I see why, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why.
have you seen the new Total Recall?
No.
No?
No. I
Have
refuse
any of
to.
y'all? No, I haven't.
No,
I've
but
been
I've seen
seen
the
it there,
original.
and I've been kind of wanting to watch it.
Is it on Netflix? Where's it?
I think it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's on one of those.
No, you gotta pay for it.
Well, yeah, you pay for Netflix.
No, I mean like
Like on
immediately.
a Hulu or some sort of Amazon service or something, right?
Damn, it didn't do anything for you. You didn't.
I mean,
like, see it,
like I said, I understand why, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like it was just too like. Okay, look, this is why.
It was like
because
watching a play.
when I watched it, it reminded me of like okay, this is where every movie gets their kind of like this is the origin of a lot of action movies now.
Oh, fair enough. You
You
got
know what
to
I'm saying?
see.
So I got it.
You understood that
understood
that
it.
deep into it. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was very noticeable when I saw it because
So
I've seen
dude,
examples of it so many times.
Zerk, I was gonna call you by your name. Zerk is an artist, dude. Like that first time I used to hang out with him and Zach, that's how I met him. He is a legit artist. Keep an eye on this dude. I'm telling you, bro.
Thank you, sir.
That
a great
motherfucker
DJ.
is for real. He's doing DJ right now. Just wait, bro. He's the fucking crypto of this. Watch. Just give me some time. Give him some time, bro.
I
For real.
appreciate that.
I got a lot of love for Marcus because we remember being at SAC and we would be like putting up our sketches and you didn't want your sketches next to this dude because you were like, man, you could just
He is a killer with it.
yeah.
He did
illustrate. He could do all that shit for real.
I don't know if you
Real
ever seen
style.
the book I did. I got a book right there.
Nah,
right by
dude,
it.
you told me about it. You took pictures, right?
Yeah, this is
see
my Instacrack series. It's on instant photography. Like,
Yo, but straight up, how I was able to make this was because Juan taught me how to use the program. Like, you were my origin of like learning how to work in design, bro.
So he's the
hot,
reason we
bro.
almost got into like 4 fist fights.
Oh, definitely, bro.
This is tight. Did you print this?
Yeah, I printed it.
How many
well,
did
I
you
didn't
print?
personally print it. We printed
No.
100 of them.
100.
What did you guys use?
They're
Flash?
125.
Oh, 125.
How much was it?
Bro, who said if you use Flash?
like
Which is, if
$40.
you're in design, you know that fucking joke is like
You guys
a
use
Oh,
Flash?
It was like almost 2.
No, Flash is no good no more.
No, dude.
I remember I used to rave about it
Oh,
But yeah, I was
fucking-
all
selling
the
for, like,
time.
I love
40 to
Flash.
60 bucks.
Bro, that's hot, bro. I want one of those.
Yeah, man, that shit was fun. That was my 2020 work. That was my pandemic work. Like,
Me too.
yeah,
Like that was my fucking.
we had a lot of fun doing it.
God, that was fun, but there was a lot of fights.
Yeah, it's me. Like
occurred.
literally, me and
Oh,
him
shit,
almost
look
got
at
to
that.
like a few
RIP.
fist. Yeah, R.I.P. Hispanic Elvis.
Hispanic Elvis, man.
I actually caught
you
that
have two
day.
pictures. Oh,
you
and
see
the Southside.
who's next to him?
Southside.
Yeah, Jose.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jose.
No,
man.
Jose, Hispanic Elvis, and then Southside.
I got a picture.
Oh, yeah, Hoodlum. Yeah,
I
yeah.
got a picture of Southside Hoodlum at the strip club with me.
Oh,
before
yeah?
before I got locked up.
That's what's up.
Him and Bamboo's were belly. Shout out to Southside, man.
Yeah, man. Southside side. He let me
How
go
come
take a
San
picture.
Antonio
of the-
doesn't get any love, man? From
about
pop
to.
culture.
It's about to.
I
think
think
like-
they will, bro.
I feel like we're slept on because like
I think we need more guys like you, bro.
there's too much dirt in
Definitely,
this
for
city.
sure.
You know what I mean?
But
No, no.
also, it's like a
I'm
lot of
guys like
people.
you.
A lot of people that have made it, they don't claim it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that escape San Antonio, they don't want to claim San Antonio for whatever reason. I don't know.
Well, look, let me tell you this. When Southside, when Hoodlum was on Leakers, I mean not Leakers, fucking Adam, the No Jumper.
No jumper.
No
When he was on No
Damn,
Jumper.
bro. That I was proud of that. Like,
Yeah,
I
dude, that was
super
dope.
I was proud of that. But look, if you pay attention, there's a point in the interview where he says, why aren't people popping, why don't we hear a lot about it? And Adam says, it's because we don't have media figures. We don't have a lot of media figures. So people like you, people like Mozzie, people like Jen, people like all these
Damn,
people,
you fuck with Mozzie and Jin.
all of those dudes.
Mozzie was on like a
Like,
few
look-
times ago. He's one of my favorite podcasts. Same with Jin. Jin's coming later on in the month. Those are the homies right
but
there.
this is what I'm saying is like, even what Raul's doing with his collective, like all these guys, bro, we need to fucking invest. We need to like support. We need to show love because right now, that's what I mean. Like, we need more media down here. We have some fucking dope artists. I've been to other parts of the country.
we have an amazing scene going here. Like
That's what I'm saying,
it's just like Hispanic culture to be creative.
Yes.
And this is like the hub.
And
of
it's
it.
not
this
a
is
fucking,
the hub of it.
it's not a monolith. We don't all fucking walk around with fucking like respect to the people who do that because they do it well. When I see some of the stuff that's out there, man, that's fucking like all the Gemini Batos, all those guys that are doing.
Hey,
Shout
I
out
just
to
had
that
lunch
dude.
with him today.
Those motherfuckers are doing it at an excellent level, bro, and not an excellent level for South Texas, not a excellent level for San Antonio or the state of Texas, but for the nation, like we're at that level. And the thing is, we just need people to tell these fucking stories. Guys like you, guys like Jose, guys like all these other motherfuckers that are out here telling these stories. Just continue to invest, continue to subscribe, continue to show love.
Yo, I really appreciate that, man.
For sure.
Like, again, thank y'all for sitting down with me. Like, y'all don't know me. Y'all ain't gotta hook me up. Y'all don't know me. Y'all ain't gotta hook me up at
Hey,
all. But y'all did, and I appreciate that.
I was like, yo, I want to get Raul to meet. I want to get Raul to meet you.
Man, I fuck with Raul, man. You funny as fuck, bro. I really want to see you live, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Juan was telling me about the podcast, and I just want to see because I've never done like local like podcasts.
But that's
I
the
didn't
thing.
even,
Oh,
I didn't
hold
even
up.
think of that as a
That-
thing. Like, oh, I should probably do other like local
Like
podcasts.
I get great views here in San Antonio. That's where I get the majority of it. But I get good views like other places, and that's what I love. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be local forever, bro. Like,
Nah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
the internet's
No,
gonna
for sure.
prevent all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Like what do you guys get? Like you
That-
guys 26K
dude,
subscribers.
this guy's a beast with it. Like, he has ads like that before his shit. Like, that's what's up.
Oh well, that's because I have my stand up, you know, and I mean you can look at it a positive, like the positive way to look at it is like I have stand up that brings people to watch my my stupid podcast, but I also I also understand that I not everybody has something.
How
like
many have you
that.
done? Because you had quite a few under your belt.
I have 3. The last one it was just like the last one was not that good.
But how many episodes? That's what I'm asking.
Of what?
What was it? There was one.
Oh, of the podcast?
yeah.
I think we're like at 60,
I mean, that's a good honk, bro.
something like that. Yeah.
To continuously do something that long, like,
Yeah.
good honk.
And fail at it, man. Like how
bruh,
the
Lew
willpower.
Sico way. You ain't failing in shit, bro. Like, you're doing it. Like, you got a good following, bro.
No, man, it's nice. Like the people that are even when we do it live, like some of the people that'll show up.
Man, I want to see this shit live, bro.
They're funny, crazy guys. No, like I mean,
Hook your
like
boy
the
up.
podcast.
Let me know whenever you're doing whatever. Let me take pictures of some shit, bro. I can take a decent picture every now and then when I'm not too drunk.
No, sure, yeah. So, I don't know. I've started really getting into the whole YouTube thing lately. It was never a thing for me.
It looks like you're killing it, bro. It looks like you're doing well with it.
I'm doing all right with it.
Well, there you go. That's what's up.
It's
Because YouTube,
the money's coming from the stand up that I put up in. It's not from my podcast at all. But the podcast is just something that I do that's like, oh, I just dig it. You know?
It's hard to make money off a podcast. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Believe me, man. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that right now. Like, 'cause, man, I'm tired of doing it at the crib, man. I want a studio, man.
When are you gonna do video?
When the money's right.
Like when you start generating revenue?
I'm getting a demand for video, but I want like more of a demand. I want like,
You want people asking for it, yeah.
I almost want like, I was speaking to Smitty with this about the other day. I do 4 episodes a month. I want to do 1 episode like on Patreon, just to see if anyone will give me like $5 an episode.
Yeah, let's support.
Just one episode a month I want to do on Patreon. That's how I kind of want to do it. I guess we're talking about it now, so I guess it might be real. But yeah, I want to do something like that just because like I want to get out of here. Like I don't want to be stuck in my crib like doing this shit like this. Like yeah, it's fun, yeah, it's comfy, but like I want to invite more people here. I want like I sleep right over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what, dude? I don't think there's like anything wrong with that. Like I don't know. Do you think it's something wrong with?
Well, I feel like I'm
why get out
hustling.
of
I
here?
feel like I'm hustling at my house, and like one thing like I remember is shit where you sleep, and I'm totally shitting where I'm sleeping right now.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. I mean, I think like you have a natural ability to ask questions, to interview people, and I've heard a lot of your episodes. I think it's entertaining to listen to. I listen to a lot of other.
I appreciate that.
Listen to other podcasts, and I think man, you got talent. I think it's cool that you bring people in here, bro. I think it's a whole experience. I mean, why see it as just you're bringing somebody in your room? Like, nah, man, it's a whole nother. Like, you got your own thing, and
What I tell them, because I'm on the
Hey, yo, get a little bit closer to the mic, bro. Get a little bit closer to the mic.
What I tell them is that it's not easy.
Don't be afraid to get close to the mic.
It's not easy. So what we've done, no marketing, no dumping no extra money, just recording, edit, post, word of mouth. We getting 130, 85, 60, 200, 300 views.
yeah.
We're at 159 subs. No push, no marketing. Maybe it's just some Instagram, couple Instagram posts. So I told him we got a heartbeat. It's sustaining itself.
Honestly, he's the reason I keep doing it. 'Cause sometimes I want to just be like, man, fuck this shit. I just want to be a fucking. I'm off I'm off free trial. Like I just want to be a drug addict now. Like I don't give a fuck.
But what were we talking about earlier? So the tendencies, salesmen, right?
Yeah.
Fast now.
I'm
now.
American. I want it now, motherfucker.
But with that patience, consistency, and that ebb, we got a heartbeat. Now that we know it's living, man, whatever we do is just gonna make it bigger. Yeah. So it's strong.
I think so.
It's real strong.
I think so. You saw Mozzie got a little sign.
Yeah. Yes, that's what's up.
I don't think he's gonna be the last one. I think there'll be more people.
I mean, hopefully, man. Like what they're doing at Davies is dope. Like, have you seen any of their boxing events?
Yeah, I've been to the boxing event.
I went to the last one. That shit was impressive as fuck.
And
like,
I've been to the
boxing
tour.
What are you talking about?
Oh, fucking!
Have you ever heard of Davies Entertainment?
No.
They Question. He's a rapper. Tracks with like Lil Wayne. Too, right? He did his thing. Well, anyways, he signed up with this dude Davies. They have Davies Entertainment. They were doing like cruising kitchens. They had a show on Discovery Channel.
And is it happening here in San Antonio?
This is happening like right by the airport, bro. Yeah, this is right here in San Antonio.
He's got a huge ass factory.
And
there's a lot of shit going down in the city.
People fighting.
Yeah.
Bro, like Spurs players and everybody decked out in.
I saw Chingo Bling there.
Chingo Bling was there. Yeah, man, it's like a whole thing.
Yo, I'm happy you came out, Raul.
No,
it was good to meet you. It was good to fuck with you.
And I want to put something in there, man. I know someone that wants to bring Jay Prince to San Antonio. So if
shout out your hat, bro. What's the story behind your hat since you brought that up?
Mob Ties, man. If you know anybody that's in Houston, they know about Mob Ties.
Hey, that's a worldwide thing, bro.
For real, Drake's wearing some of this stuff. Shout out to Josh Martin, man, for giving me the hat. CEO or co-CEO of Loyalty Wines. I appreciate you, Josh.
Yo, I read his book. I read Jay Prince's book.
That's a great book.
That shit was good, man. That shit was good.
Anyways, he wants to be down here for the Davies entertainment event. So if somebody's listening and they can reach out to Cameron. Cameron knows who I've been several times. Cameron kind of knows what we do, and so Jay Prince wants to come to San Antonio. So and we can
talk to Q about it, bro.
We're gonna make that happen. So if Q's listening, man, let him know.
I think like we just got all the right pieces in San Antonio.
We do.
That's why I don't fuck with like Austin and like great, do your own thing, but like we got all the right pieces in San Antonio, and that helps us.
So the last time.
I'm sorry. I love San Antonio the way Will Smith loves Jada. I'm just telling you right now.
You gonna slap someone for us?
I mean, I got a family and I got a day job and I got a 9 to 5. I might. But I just think
all
we have some
all
awesome
I know
talent.
is like I lived in Austin. I did it up there. Had a good time. I went back with my homie Z a few months ago. We saw Larry June. That shit was dope. And like someone told a racist joke when we were drinking up there. I was all fucked up.
Oh, I remember you telling this.
And they said some racist ass joke, and I just looked at the fool like for real. And like I guess like I looked at him hard enough because he ended up buying me like 3 drinks.
Tax him.
10%.
Reparations.
But man, Austin's always been a little racist. I don't
Check somebody with your eyes that hard.
I didn't say anything, bro.
I would just leave. I'd be like, man, that guy did not like what I just said. I should leave. I'll buy you stuff.
He bought me 3 drinks, bro.
Leave. Why would you?
A white guilt. It's there.
They probably had some antifreeze in there.
But man, Austin is fucking changed. 6th Street's a trip. I was tripping like at that Hotel Vegas or something like that, like on the other side of like other side of 35.
Man, it's crazy.
It is, bro. It's like what California really wants to be.
Yeah.
You feel me on that? Like
you lived in LA. You lived in Austin and then you lived in New York. Where'd you stay? You live in both, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you lived in New York for a minute?
I lived in Austin right before that, and then like the prices started going like stupid high, and that's when I thought I was like, oh, it's about time to go to somewhere else. And then I went to New York, and Brooklyn, and I just basically drank and did drugs there for like 2 years. And then
were the drugs good up there?
And the no, they weren't better than anywhere else.
Well, I mean, like you're from here. Like if you do drugs here, like
Yeah,
you realize
and
like
if you
yo,
go to
it's-
Laredo, you're like, oh, I'm getting the real.
Nah. It's just as good here as in Laredo. Like I don't know.
I mean, unless you know some maleantes.
All I know is I'm blessed to be
Some
from San
malandros.
Antonio. I love San Antonio. Like I also hate it.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Fuck everyone, but I love everyone.
It's a big small town.
It is. It gets no love from anybody outside of it.
I do. I love it.
Well, yeah, you're
I'll hold
invested
it
in it.
down.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm invested here. We moved to
So
Southtown on purpose.
When the e-bike's going live,
23rd, April 23rd, people can start booking.
they book through a website, an
They
app.
book through
How
the
do they
website,
book? How do they book?
touristbikes.com.
How do you spell
Where
it?
that take you to downtown?
TURIS bikes.com.
Is there lights on the bike? Like, can you ride them at night?
Yeah, we have lights and stuff. I mean, we have like a private party if you want to come, book like a bachelor party or something, and you want to cruise through all the bars. You know what I'm saying? We got it. Hector's giving me a little beat, a little disco beat.
And then before April 23rd, April 22nd, we're gonna have a motocross event in the hood. Shout out to 412, man.
Damn, where at? Where at?
It's gonna be at 404 Brady Boulevard, San Antonio, Texas.
Damn, that's in the hood, the hood.
78207. Motocross event, free to the city. We're expecting about 1,000 people. It's gonna be crazy.
Where's that? Is that by the old Handy Andy or what?
Yeah, right there, right where the old handy used to be. There's a dollar store
church?
now. It's Last Chance Ministries. Shout out
Who
to
runs
Pastor
that?
Jimmy. Pastor Jimmy.
Jimmy Robles?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's my boy Xer's uncle.
Yeah.
He's one of my tattoo artists. Xer, it's one of my boys.
Yeah, man.
We were
that's
just
where we're
talking.
having it at.
He was just telling me the other day, like, yo, I should get my Theo on your podcast. I was like, what was your Theo?
Yeah, he might not come. No, seriously. If I tell him I'm here, he'd probably be like, "Hey, we're gonna cancel the event." Nah, he's a good dude, man.
But we were just talking about him like a day or two ago. Crazy.
But that's what I love like about what Hector does is like, I think a lot of people in that space in church, they want it to look a certain way, they want it to be a certain way. Hector is doing it his own way in the way that he feels he needs to do it, and it might look a little different, it might ruffle a little feathers. Well, I mean, he's reaching people that need to be reached. Like we were just saying, it's the first scripture that's probably ever been read on this podcast.
Yes, that was the first
And
scripture read on this podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't knock that. You can't knock that. The hustle might look different, but it's still getting the job done.
It's still a hustle, and it's so fucking positive that like.
I don't know if I would call it.
I mean, not a hustle is not the
though,
right word,
'cause
but what I'm saying is the work that he's doing is there.
Yeah, nah, man. Just like I'm telling you, I was telling Raul, I've sat with a lot of pastors.
I'm hustling this podcast, and I'm broke, bro. So I feel you when you say that.
I've sat with a lot of pastors, and I've also sat with a lot of people, and I think that.
So is that what you're working towards?
Really, what I'm working towards is just helping families, man. I was gonna share this. Every Tuesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. you could tune in to 98.1 FM, and we got Christian hip hop on there. And you might think Christian hip hop is corny. You might hear some of the music, but when you hear this music, it sounds like NBA YoungBoy. It sounds like Yo Gotti. It sounds like everything. They're just talking about Jesus, and it sounds crazy, right? But through that radio station, man, I've been able to impact over 650 inmates in Bexar County.
Yeah, they listen to it.
Yeah, and they listen, and then their family members.
I used to have a homie, DJ Freeverse, and he would tell me his biggest like listeners were people that were incarcerated.
Man, and I think that for me, like when you think of prison ministry, or not even prison ministry, but people that are reaching out to those incarcerated, mine looks different, right? Because we do radio, we do merchandise, and we do events. But the unique thing is that we're doing things that nobody thinks of. Like we're bringing, like back to school, even our back to school drive, even our turkey drives. We gave away 400 turkeys in November, bro. We December we gave toys away to kids whose parents are incarcerated. But this May 7th we're having a Mother's Day event, so you can't get in unless your son's locked up. Hey, but that's the cool thing about it. You know what I mean? Like I've never even heard of any church to do that for mothers. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. But again, we're just. Man, we're helping families affected by mass incarceration, because San Antonio is not that close from Laredo, and a lot of people from San Antonio are making choices that's putting them behind bars. But the majority of people that are in Bexar County right now are under like 28. So That's why
So
we
they're
play
young.
hip hop. That's why we play hip hop. And when they hear hip hop, they're like, "Man, bro, shout out to Elliot. I know he can't hear this because he's locked up, but he was hearing my voice on the radio, and then eventually he called. I reached out. I said his name on the radio, and I knew he was coming home from the feds. He was facing a murder charge.
God damn.
And he's in Bexar County, and we actually raising the money to pay for his attorney, so that way he can fight that charge, because I believe he's innocent, and from what we've read in the documents, we believe the attorneys believe he's innocent. So they're taking his case pro bono, but
Which
we're still
attorneys
gonna help him.
you messing with?
I'm not gonna say his name
Huh?
yet because we want to make it public at a certain time. And it's gonna be like a press conference and stuff like that with other stuff that we're doing. But man, it's just different. It's different. Like there's nobody doing that, and we have a different perspective of what it is to have a relationship with God. So it's a whole different story. You know what I mean? Because most of the people that criticize you go to church. Most of the people that'll point the finger, that'll talk down, they go to church. So it's just, I'm trying to change that, man. I'm trying to change the whole perspective of what it is to know Jesus.
That's crazy. I don't know if you knew this, but San Antonio used to have like an amazing hardcore Christian music scene.
Really?
Yeah, there was a place called the Catacombs.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, for 90.
Yeah, bro, right next to like Payasa Bar. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You heard of the Catacombs?
Yeah. Well, because okay, here's the thing: is like me and Hector, we grew up in the Casianos and the San Juans, right? And I don't know if you remember during the '90s, bro. Shit was real, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It wasn't like, I don't know how it is now. I know how East Side's pretty high or whatever. But man, in the '90s,
What
bro.
you mean, the B side? That's what they call it now, the B side.
Bro, it's like during the '90s, bro. You go to sleep with gunshots. Saltillo, Salsamora, the Casianos, it was like
San Juan's.
that was just a day. That was just that's a random Tuesday night. And there's a ministry out there, Victory Outreach. And they were I
read the book.
Yeah. Oh, I'll cry in the radio. Bro, they were like militant about their beliefs, you know what I mean? And they did a lot of great for the community. They scooped up a lot of kids, take them out. I used to remember go to the vans and
Didn't they take it to LA and make it super big out there?
I think it started over there first.
It started over
Did it
there?
start out there?
Something like that. Yeah.
No, I think it started here.
I think it might have started
Freddie-
here.
You're asking
but
the
I
wrong
know,
guy,
like,
bro. I'm gonna rep San Antonio.
Shout out to
All I know is they did it both places. That's all I know.
Everything is San Antonio. Nah, but specific to the West Side, bro. Like I want to be clear because I don't want to claim all of San Antonio now. I want to claim the 78207. That's where I'm from. That's where that's to this day. Like that's where I love, man. Yeah, especially shout out to Jose Arredondo too.
And that's a homie right there. It was just his birthday the other day.
He reps hard.
We were singing at Dad's karaoke and shit. It was fun.
Man, but like that's the kind of, we just grew up in that environment, and like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I was like super hard and like I was like, out there thugging. I was not, bro. I found technology, I found like how to code, I found how to design at an early age. And that's
so what you were making bomb ass MySpace designs or what?
Boy, my pockets were fat because of MySpace. Bro, like I honestly didn't know what the internet. I didn't know what I had. Like I had a computer, and I've told the story before, but bro, the reason I have a computer when I was living in the Casianos, dude, when my parents were living in the Casianos, bro, they didn't have money to go buy a computer. And I remember one night I got down on my knees and I was like, God, if you're real and you want me to have a computer, I want a computer. And I kid you not, the next day, somebody knocked on our door. I know who it is. They knocked on our door and they gave me a computer. This guy used to work for the Sony factory here in San Antonio.
Hey, yeah, over there.
Remember that?
It's like,
and he goes,
and NSA now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So he comes up and he's like, hey, bro. He's like, he tells my mom, he's like, God told me to give this computer to Juanito, to Juan. And bro, I can guarantee you, and I proudly say it, and I hold this as a badge of honor, the only one cooking websites on the West Side in the Casianos. Just to this day. And I didn't know what I had. And so when I got older, I was just bumming around or whatever. And that's and dude, for like a good 8-9 years of my life, I wasn't doing anything. I was just working at Apple, just doing random retail. And then one day, bro, just that switch kicked on. And I was like, well, what do I know how to do? I know how to design. And then I went back to SAC. And that's where I met Zerk. And then I got an Addy for my work. I won an Addy for my work.
What's that?
An Addy is the American Federation for Design. It's an award. It's a pretty prestigious award in our industry.
Oh, so you won a dope award?
So I won a dope award. Yeah, I won a dope award, and like just like what I saw on the streets, and everybody that was doing mixtapes was flip it. What can that spring you into something else? So, dude, right away I started applying jobs. I got my first like corporate gig. I was making 50.
He came out on a TV commercial.
Yeah, I came
What
out on a TV
commercial?
It's an SWBC commercial.
Yeah,
I was like super excited about it, bro. And then I just kept at it. And then one day I was like, oh, that's right. Like I can build websites. So I went back, did a little tutorial, whatever, just started going back in it, started hitting hard. I did like, man, every day I would go home and I would study code. I would just look at JavaScript. I would look at how variables, objects, APIs, learning all that stuff. And then, because I taught myself. I don't have a bachelor's.
Sick.
I don't have a bachelor's. I taught myself.
Dope.
And then I had the
teachers too.
Huh?
You taught the teachers too.
And sometimes you had to teach the teachers in middle school. And then when I had my dude, I went from because I knew how to code and because I knew how to do that, I went from 50 to about 110. My first promotion.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, I went from 50,000 to 100,000 without a degree. That was my first entry at the company that I'm at now. That local bank.
$10.
I got.
Let me hold on to 20.
Yeah, so that was my first. That was my first come up, bro. But honestly, like it was just like so. That's why I am passionate about the West Side and San Antonio, because I feel like we have that work ethic culture. Like we're gonna fucking grind till we get it done. And when you see people that maybe are not willing to put in the work, I'm disappointed, because I'm like, man, you have all this privilege and all this education and you're not putting in that work. Man. You know, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but bro, man, I'm excited that you're doing this, bro. And if there's anything I can do to support you, I'm here.
Sure.
I appreciate that. All I gotta say is like, R.I.P. Hispanic Elvis.
Yes, sir.
He just recently passed.
Yes, sir.
He was a staple in our community. I know I'd always bump into him in the 207 across from Ray's. And every time I'd approach him, I'd just be like, yo, like, here's 10, here's $20. Let me get some pictures of you. And as soon as he saw the money, he'd just pose. San Antonio lost a real one.
For real. For real.
R.I.P. JJ.
Yo, I got a question for Juan.
Hey, yo, hold it down. I gotta go pee.
What's up?
So, like, from when I met you, like, the design portion of what we were taught, or I guess you already taught yourself at that point, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I think there's a lot of value in school.
What was school to you at that point?
I think, you know, I've had here's the thing.
Like, why did you go to SAC in the first place?
Because
you knew.
Because I was told that I needed to have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I think there's still some validity to that. I don't want a fucking doctor who's self-taught.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a doctor who's self-taught. But, like, what you guys do, what Raul does, what Hector does, what everybody in this room does is pretty awesome. Like, pretty incredible, to be honest.
Because I remember seeing you in the class, and I was like, this dude is dope. Like,
thanks, man.
What the fuck? Like,
thanks, man.
Like, is this, like, it was just, like, a learning experience for me, you know, to, like, sit next to you and, like, learn graphic design and learn, like, how to work a program. And, like, you were never an asshole to be, like, just figure it out. You know, you were like, oh, this is the command. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. I was just like, damn. Yeah. You know? And that shit carries. Like, exactly what you're talking about right now. Like, that shit carries on, like, to other people that you teach, even if it's, like, a subtle moment in time, you know?
Yeah.
Because it really, like, propelled me knowing what to do for Lew's book, but I always resort back to, like, what you taught me as far as, like, layout and, like, color and, like, shit like that, you know?
I just think, like, people are, and, like, I think as humans, we're naturally, like, always sowing and planting, you know? We're always just giving out seeds, you know? Like, even what the shit that Raul does, like, when he's throwing his jokes, like, those are ideas that he's throwing out into the universe, and people are either catching them or they're just laughing.
Yeah.
You know, they're letting, you know, whatever. But Raul is, like, I've always respected Raul. I've known Raul since I was a little kid, and I've always respected the fact that he cared about his craft, and he cared about his principle. He cares about his craft, and he cares about the principles. And he's fucking meticulous about it. and he doesn't toot his own horn, but he's about it. I think the same thing is like, bro, I don't know, man. Like I'm just here to give back, and I'm just here to teach. And I don't know anything, but I know the little that I know, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. I'm gonna share it with someone else. And whatever happens. Like I don't walk into every conversation thinking like, oh, I'm gonna give this so they can learn and they can be. Nah, man. Just hey, this is something that I know, bro. This is shortcut. This thing. And I just played around with computers long enough that I know this is how they work, and that's it.
That's sick, man. Because it's just like to know you from like the graphic design kind of era to see you like promoting a business is like super inspiring, man. Because that's what I try to be as far as like what I do, And it's a lot of a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like to see you like run this whole like, would you call it a motorcycle or a bike?
Electric bike.
Electric bike. Oh, e-bike.
Yeah. E-bike.
Yeah,
e-bike.
It's just like, damn, like to see you do it, and like, I guess like to see like in layman's terms, it's like to see another brown person do it. It's like inspiring for me to be like, I can do it, or I could do something.
And it took him what, 8 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it up in 8 months.
Ooh, that's a spot that like is super impressive.
Thanks, man.
And you think it's something like that. You think it's gonna take years.
Well, that's what I mean is like I feel like a lot of times, like I honestly, when I first got to where like the company that I work for, I saw other people that looked like me. They were coding, and I was like, that motherfucker's from the hood. I'm from the hood, the same hood.
Hey,
and they're coding.
What did you say?
Let's fucking go.
Super impressive about it.
Like then the thing is not anything other than just hard work and putting your mind to it. I don't have a bachelor's, but I graduated from SAC. Proud to graduate from SAC.
That's dope.
Yeah, yeah. And I think a lot of people don't like. I've self-taught myself how to do it. I didn't have anybody showing me. Like what? My dad, Mano Hines, was gonna come out here and be like, "Let me show you how to play with the strings and variables and APIs and how to do a REST API versus ponte jalar." And that's the same attitude of ponte jalar. I just applied it to code. I'm like, you know what? I'm a digital construction worker. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
I'm like the same, and I approach it. And I know in our industry, we like to make it like real abstract, like we're building components and we're using React or
Angular. To be different,
And I understand that, and I respect that. There is a lot of there is complexity and abstraction in coding, but at the end of the day, I think nothing beats hard work.
Yeah. You're right. You're right about that.
I mean, that's one thing. Fucking, anyone with like Mexican descent knows about hard work. Like, I mean, like
we own the market on that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, come on. Like, what was it? My mom and her family were